What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys!
back here again with another achievement guide. Today, we're going to be focusing on Drunken Fist. This game was published by EastAsiaSoft, which is known for making some pretty easy completions or platinum trophies, and it was developed by DEKLAZON. You can easily get the full 1000 gamer score or platinum trophy in this drunken beat-em-up game in just about 30 to 45 minutes. On top of it being a fun and easy completion, it's only $7.99. I'll make sure to have a link for you guys in the description as always. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the achievements before we get started. So we have 3 achievements related to beating enemies. We need to beat 52 total enemies. We need to collect 11 bottles and 12 burgers. Besides that, we have 3 achievements related to making our opponent slip. We have to make 20 opponents slip. We also have an achievement related to doing 24 special attacks. I'll be showing you guys how to get that one as well. Now your main question probably is, how much of this game do I need to complete to get the full 1000 gamer score or platinum trophy? And we only need to complete the first 3 levels. The achievements and trophies do not require that you complete the full game. Now that we have done a little achievement breakdown on the game, let's go ahead and get started. Basically, I'm going to be running you guys through the first 3 levels in this game, and I'll be showing you guys how to get some of the achievements along the way. First thing you want to do is press start and look at the move list. That way you know how to play. Now, personally, every time I did an uppercut, it counted as a special move towards the special move achievement. So I recommend using the uppercut, which you either hold down LB or RB and then press A to do an uppercut. And most of this game, you're going to be battling to keep your guy standing. To do this, you need to make sure that once you get some momentum going, that you hold down. Otherwise, you're going to fall from being so drunk. Keep in mind that you need to fall at least 1 time from being so drunk, because there's an achievement called Didn't See That Coming, worth 60 gamer score, for falling without external influence. Now, you're going to find that I fall a ton in this game, and that's because at first I thought that was part of the game. I didn't know that you could hold down to kind of get your balance back, and that way you don't fall all of the time. So if you're having trouble falling all the time, just hold down to try to, slow down your momentum. That way you don't fall on your face. Besides that, big picture, we need to defeat 52 enemies total. And ultimately, we need to complete the first 3 levels. To complete a level, you actually need to clear out all of the enemies in a level. So you can't skip out on, beating up any enemies. So every enemy that you see, you need to make sure that you go up to them and defeat them. As you can see, I just unlocked my first achievement related to executing special attacks. Again, I recommend holding LB or RB and then pressing A to do an uppercut. That is going to take away from your special move bar up on the upper left hand side of the screen, the yellow bar below your health. You also have a yellow bar on the lower left hand side of the screen. That is basically your P meter. So as you're going to be playing this game, this meter is constantly going to be filling, and eventually once it's filled, you're going to have to press down on the D-pad to pee. And what you want to do is attract your enemies to walk towards you. And big picture, we have to make 20 opponents slip on your pee. You can actually make one opponent slip 2 or 3 times before they die, so you just need to get them all towards wherever you peed, and eventually they're going to slip on the puddle a few times, and that's going to count towards your achievement. Again, big picture, you have to make 20 opponents slip to get all of the achievements related to slipping. Now, similar to most games that are published by EastAsiaSoft, these achievements are cumulative, meaning that you can get all of them really in the first 3 levels without having to proceed past the 3rd level. You can technically get all of the achievements besides the level progression ones on the first level simply by playing the first level over and over again. So if you happen to die, it isn't going to reset your counter towards any of these achievements. For instance, I just got my first achievement related to getting an opponent to slip. Let's say I get 5 slips and then I die. That wouldn't reset it at 0. I would end up at 6 once I get my next slip. So those are going to add up even if you die. We also get an achievement related to collecting a bottle. Your first bottle is going to be located right there on top of the trash can. We can drink the bottle by holding left on the D-pad. You're going to want to keep an eye out for your drunk meter on the lower left hand side of the screen. It's represented by a bottle with a green bar. Once that is all the way down, you'll start losing life if you don't drink, so you need to make sure to drink a bottle. Your guy needs to be drunk at all times. And once your guy drinks a bottle, he's going to fall down because he's so drunk. So you're going to have to wait for him to get up, and then eventually you can start walking around again and proceed through the level. But typically, after you drink a bottle, your P meter goes up pretty fast, and you're pretty much going to have to hold down on the D-pad And every time you do this, you want to make sure that you attract your enemies, so that way you are grinding out the achievement for the slips. Other than that, you have burgers located around the level. Eating a burger is what regenerates your health meter. So if you happen to be, almost dead, you want to make sure that you try to find a burger and that you eat the burger by pressing right on the D-pad. That will recharge your health bar, and hopefully you'll be able to make it to the next checkpoint. And yes, I said checkpoint. Luckily, we have checkpoints after each level. So after you complete the first level, if you were to die in the second level, it would restart you at the beginning of the second level, not all the way at the beginning. So this really helps us get through the first 3 levels easily, because it would probably be, probably 3 or 4 times as hard if we had to actually complete the 3 levels without dying at all. Now, personally, by the time I completed the 3rd level, I had most of my achievements. I only had 2 left. One for making the 20 opponent slip, so maybe I could have grinded on that just a little bit more in the first 3 levels, because again, I had that left over after I completed the first 3 levels. And the last achievement that I had left was for collecting 11 bottles. So again, just make sure that you keep an eye out for the bottles. If you die, make sure that you collect that same bottle again, because it does count. You could technically collect a bottle, die, collect that same bottle, rinse and repeat until you've done it 11 times to get all of the achievements related to the bottles. You could do the same thing with the burgers. So that's going to complete the first level. You get a checkpoint right here. That achievement is worth 20 gamer score. Again, I'm going to be walking you guys through the first 3 levels. Besides that, you should have all of the achievements within those 3 levels, and if you don't, you just need to grind them out at the end. Now, at this point, I've pretty much covered all of the achievements in this game. There's only 2 other miscellaneous achievements. There's one for messing with the police officer. You're going to find yourself walking through a garden area or like a park area in which you're going to find a police officer, and what you need to do is actually beat up this police officer. After you defeat him, you're going to unlock the achievement for doing so. Other than that, our last miscellaneous achievement is related to defeating 3 enemies in under 10 seconds. You should definitely get this one naturally. There are actually plenty of instances in the first 3 levels where you'll have more than 3 enemies grouped together. And at this point, we pretty much covered all of the achievements in this game. I'm not going to add any commentary moving forward. If for some reason you're still having any issues with any of these achievements, you can refer to the timestamps in the description or the pinned comment below. Other than that, as always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright guys, so if you're still tuned into this video, we just completed the 3rd level and we're going to unlock our final achievement related to level progression. That is the Leveler 3 achievement worth 80 gamer score for completing level 3. Hopefully you guys have your full 1000 gamer score at this point. Personally, I actually had 2 achievements left to mop up once I completed the 3rd level. One for making 20 opponents slip, and the other one is for collecting 11 bottles. These are easily mopped up. Again, they're accumulative, so you can get them in the same level just by dying. And let's say, I collect a bottle, die, collect a bottle, die, collect a bottle, rinse and repeat until you get your achievement. And the same goes for any other achievement. For instance, letting your opponent slip. All I had to do was make a puddle, make them slip. I would usually make, them slip 2 or 3 times, and then you could just die and rinse and repeat it. After I completed the first 3 levels and mopped up these 2 last achievements, I ended up having my full 1000 gamer score in just about 40 minutes. Other than that, I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers. We just hit 21 patrons. I'd like to give a special shout out to everybody in the biggest fan club, including TimG84, AOJ, Blackbird, and Kegger101. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.